What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Now this one isn't really going to be our traditional videos. There's nothing crazy in terms of we're not working on anything. I'm not doing a review of anything. This is kind of an update on all the cars because I've seen some comments about people asking about the E55, and trust me, I ask myself that question every day as well. Kind of like, what's going on? Where's the car at? Did you ever figure out? Yes. Don't worry about that. That's the CLS or the CL's parking sensors going nuts for some reason. Don't ask why. But I'm kind of just going to do a quick little update. As you guys can see, this isn't a particularly long video. I've just wanted to address comments that I've seen across all the videos of what's going on with the E55, what's the update on the CL, things like that. So let's go ahead and dive in right into it. So the first car I'm going to talk about is going to be the quickest, is the Project E320. The one I bought for like 450 bucks that everybody knows about. Car's pretty much done. It needs a couple of interior pieces, but that's it. I'm going to be listing it up probably either tomorrow or something. I'm going to put it up for like 3 grand, see what happens. It's got 140,000 miles on it. Everything works. Hot, heat, cold air, no issues. It's a great car. Even the cruise control works on that car. So it's a great car. There's nothing really me to update you guys on it. I will do a final tally up of how much I've spent on it because I've kept all the receipts. I think I'm at like $1,200, maybe $1,300, which isn't bad. I mean, yeah, it's about $600-700 more than I paid for it, which is about right. It did have problems, which, as you'd expect with a $450 car, especially a Mercedes. But yeah, that car's pretty much done. Drives great, has no problems, no issues. The suspension doesn't creak, nothing, unlike this car in the E55. But nonetheless, that car will be going up for sale soon. If anybody's interested, let me know. It's clean title. I have the title. Just, I guess, send me a message or something and we can probably make a deal or something. So yeah, let's move on to the next car, which is this one. So this year, 2008 Cl63 AMG. I bought it back end of December, end of 2023. What's there to say about it? Nothing much. I mean, I've been doing small stuff to it. My dad and I figured out what was wrong with the ABS because I remember the ABS lights were on. So it turned out to be one of the wires that went to the speed sensor for the front right wheel. There was just no connectivity. We, did a whole connectivity test. We unplugged it from the ABS module and connected it to the end of the sensor, and there was a break somewhere in the wire. So my dad's actually on the fix it. I don't know where he found where the break is. I'm assuming he did because everything works now. But yeah, so car's good. The rear tail lights got fixed. I just had to program the module. The rear stand module wasn't programmed right, so I just programmed it with the Cl63, and now the lights work in the rear. Front right headlight still doesn't work. I'm still trying to figure it out because I've also bought brakes for it, so I bought rotors for the car, and I'm gonna do the rotors because these they don't vibrate when you push on the brake, but they just don't look good, and they're not the factory rotors. They're supposed to be drilled and I think slotted, and the ones on the car are not, but the ones I got are. And now I know why, because the rotors at Mercedes are like 2,500 bucks for 2 rotors. That's insane for 2 rotors. But nonetheless, yeah, so I'm going to be doing pads, rotors in the front just to get it all buttoned up and looking good. Yeah, I also changed the hub, the front right hub, because originally before we found the break in the wire, we thought the hub was bad, and it actually was bad. I mean, there was so much play in the wheel, so we changed that. I think that car might have hit a really hard pothole or something at this point, or at some point in its life, because I'm telling you guys, that hub was destroyed. I mean, it moved a lot. There was a lot of play, and it came out with no force. I mean, I've never seen something like that come out. Usually there's a lot of cussing, hammering, a lot of stuff involved, heat, nothing. It just, we undid the big nut and it just pulled out. So that was not good. But yeah, that's been done. So next up on the car, ESP light is still on. When you scan it, it says it's for the YAW rate sensor, YAW, which is like the longitudinal acceleration rate sensor or whatever. I just changed it today. It sits where the rear battery is by the rear fuse box, and it didn't fix it. Now I'm thinking it's some wiring because it says no CAN communication. So I'm assuming it's probably with wiring somewhere, which it seems like a lot of this car's issues are wiring issues. I don't know why. Who knows? But yeah, so that's up next on my agenda, is to go ahead and change or figure out what's going on with the ESP, because once I eliminate the ESP light, we're done. Well, actually that's not true, but yeah, we still have some cosmetic stuff, but we're done essentially in terms of like lights or issues on the car, because once the ESP light is gone, then I can actually use Distronic and night vision and all that. The night view thing is a gimmick. Nobody actually uses it, at least I don't think so, but I just want to be able to use it, just to say I have it. And of course I want to use Distronic and everything. Yeah, so other than that, everything else works on the car. Some minor gremlin stuff. Sometimes the seats don't want to engage the massaging function, so I need to scan them and see what's going on with the seats. But I'm sure it's something crazy. Oh, and then the rear window. This rear window doesn't go down, so I need to figure out what's going on with that. I scanned it, and it says it's not normalized. I don't know what that means. I think that means it probably just doesn't know like what the track is. So I think the Cl63, it's probably going to have me like manually guide it and whatnot, which means I can take this whole cover off, which we'll do a video on. I'll show you guys how all that's done. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the CL. The CL is doing great. It's been my daily driver for like the last 3 months because my original daily driver is been dead. So the one that everybody knows, the one that everybody wants to know where it's at, and the one that I'm so sick of looking at, and it makes me sick to my stomach thinking about it because of the amount of money I've put into it, is of course my 2004 E55 AMG. It sucks because I've essentially really like started hating this car. Like at this point, like I don't even want to own the car anymore. Like I genuinely want to just get rid of it because I'm so sick of it. But I still love the car for some reason. I don't know. So what's going on with it is, you guys remember the last update I gave you guys was, well, I couldn't figure out what was going on. You know, you'd start it up, no throttle response whatsoever, ESP malfunction immediately. Sometimes it would work, but most of the time it wouldn't. So I was stuck. I mean, I changed the ESP module, did a bunch of stuff, took apart the whole driver footwell, you know, checking wires with the central gateway module and everything. Yes, shut up. That is another thing I gotta figure out on the CL. But yeah, I mean, the car's been at a computer shop now because we deduced it down to the ECU. The ECU is fried. It had a lot of corrosion in it. I showed you guys some pictures earlier in a previous video, but I think that's just our issue. So I bought another ECU from a E55, same part number, and the guy is just, he's struggling to be able to clone it. He actually told me that the ECU is no good. To be fair, I did get it really cheap. So the ECU is no good at what he told me, because he said he, you know, swapped the VINs over and everything, and it's good. The car reads it, but there's something wrong with the ECU where it just, the ECU physically will not communicate with anything in the car. So at this point, you can't even start the car up. My guy told me the ECU is no good. It just won't communicate with the car, so I'm gonna send it back. But yeah, I mean, now the ball's in their court. Once I hear back from that company and I get the replacement warranted computer back, hopefully he can program it right, and hopefully this damn car can start running and I can drive it. I've got, can you believe how dumb I am? So the car hasn't ran since the end of December, but I bought a new steering wheel. What? Shut the, God, dude, this car is really kind of pissing me off now. I think it's because I just washed it, so it's probably got some water in the front or something. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't normally just go crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna turn them off for now so you guys don't have to hear them. We gotta figure it out. What's going on with this so I can put the new steering wheel on. It's a E63 P30 performance steering wheel. So it's got a it's got Alcantara on the sides and the big shift pedals. Now the Alcantara is completely destroyed and worn out. It looks really just, it looks like this. It's flat and just sticky. So we're gonna try to restore it. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, as like I said, nothing crazy, not a long video, kind of short video, just trying to get you guys a quick update on all my fleet. Once I fix everything on the CL, I'll probably send it down the road and then get something else. We'll see. I don't know. I really do enjoy driving this car. It's really comfortable and it's great. So we'll see where I end up with that. But let me know down below what you guys think. If you have any other questions, put them down below and I'll answer them. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video, which hopefully is going to be an update on the E55 and me doing a burnout with it. But I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.